What's up, guys? Marco Flores here with Nerd in the Bay. Checking out Alien Shooter TD, which basically is a tower defense game. Going beyond the usual zombie-related game and going to the aliens. As you can see, there's some of the units you can use to be able to defend the area that you're gonna be going through. A little bit of a backstory, no cutscenes or anything, but just get you up to speed of what's going on in this setting. So here we go. We just jump right in. This game it's online and it can be played offline as well. I believe online they want you to load into your Google Play account and kind of do a cloud saving thing going. And at the same time, you can go offline and play this game. And it saves by itself, I believe. So I don't really see any downsides to playing this offline, really, if that's something that you're concerned about. So right now we're putting our soldier into the allowed location that they want us to put, and then as you can see, the enemies are going to be coming through, and you can zoom in, of course, see what's going on. Nice little explosion thing going. Enemies are looking. I mean, unless you zoom in or something, but the frames, a little slow on the frames at least with these aliens. But I think with this game, it doesn't offer as much movement as other games, I believe. Then we're just taking out the enemies, and let's see. So we can call the additional waves in advance for additional rewards, as it says. And then yes, this is basically what you're doing. If you never played a tower defense game, this is what you're doing. You're placing your towers or soldiers or whatever the game is about, and they're basically going to shoot down the waves of enemies that's coming down. And in this game, ammo comes and goes like pretty quickly. So you're gonna need to have money to be able to be able to reload their ammo in a pretty frequent basis. So you do want to kill those enemies as much as fast as possible. So every enemy costs like $1 to kill, and so of course it costs a certain number of money to be able to reload their ammo and refuel them. So again, you want to make sure that you're killing every single enemy. And then we get the mission complete here. And you can see we can get bonus rewards if we watch like a video ad. And then here it says, yeah, there's no internet if you're trying to do in-app purchases. And I think a little bit of cloud saving, but it still saves on its own on the phone. So again, play offline, play online, whatever works for you. So we got a crate, and we were able to get some rewards. See that we have some guns unlocked, and then like the diamond or whatever the crystal is your premium currency. They try to plug you into their other possible games. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the basis of the game. If you ever, ever played tower defense, this is basically, it's kind of nothing new, but with like little nuances within their game in terms of like reloading ammo, upgrading the towers to be able to shoot more frequently with more ammo, or maybe special properties in their tower or the unit. And so right now we have to gather enough money to be able to unlock these additional soldiers, which we got our second soldier now, and they can equip like 3 weapons. So you want to consider if you want to get the best, most current weapon, and if say like you have all 3 slots, you want to have like the most current weapon, maybe a weapon that you're upgrading consistently, that you want to give like additional power or maybe properties to those attacks, and maybe something special for maybe like special like aliens, or I want to say zombies, but this is literally not a zombie game, and I know that I'm hitting that trend of going towards zombie games, but this is a alien tower defense game. I got to remember that. And it's when you place your units, at first it looks kind of difficult where to place them, because I don't know, you feel like you want to just place them anywhere, but they show little spots where you can place your units. So now I got the rifleman. There you go. So right now, as we play the first stage of these stages, we're playing on the easy mode. In this game, you start with easy mode rounds, and then when you're backtracking and try to grind or whatever, then you can go with the more difficult rounds within those stages. So like say we start off with stage 1, early mode, easy mode. Sorry, easy mode, and then say we're stuck at like stage 5, easy. So we can kind of need to grind. So we go back to stage 1, but we do normal mode, and then so on with hard mode. Let's see. I need to place somebody because these aliens are getting a little too close for my comfort. Interesting thing that you can do is you can target specific enemies, as long as you just touch the enemy that you want to focus on. There's also special boxes that are in the game that you need to unlock by shooting them, and it takes a little bit to be able to unlock those bonus weapons or bonus items. So your best bet is when there's no waves coming, to be able to focus a lot of your units on shooting that box or the special chest or whatever you want to call it, just so you can get that bonus equipment. All right. So now they're going to introduce items like bombs or mines or like supply drones, and you have a certain number of these bonus or like your assist items. So when you run out, then you have to buy it with your crystals, your premium currency. So something you gotta consider, something you gotta think about if you actually do want to use it. But with each stage completed, we also get crystals. So they're not as difficult in obtaining as you would think, but you do want to consider what you're going to buy with it. If you want to buy, the assist items, or use it to be able to get a good gun or get like a lot of skill ups with training and leveling. If you ever played the other tower defense games, you're able to update or upgrade your towers or units. In this game, it takes a little bit of time once you start training them, and then once the training is finished, then they have a skill point that they can use to be able to distribute with their skill tree. As you can see in like the bottom right, it says skills. Each unit has like a tree of skills that they can use or go through, and then you pick and decide however you want your unit to be when it comes to attacking or having more ammo or like less reloading or what have you. So you're definitely going to be visiting a lot of stages that you completed in the past. So that's why the whole easy, normal, hard mode comes into play. And also, as you can see, the green arrows are where the enemies are going to be going through. There's also multiple paths that the enemies can go to as well. So you want to cover like both of those paths as best as possible to be able to, like, because it says on the top left you have 30 health, and if an enemy passes through you through the lane, then that's like -1. So like if one single enemy passes through the lane, then you go down to 29 and so on. So you want to kill a lot or majority or all these enemies as best and as fast as possible with all the units that you're going to be placing with that throughout the stage. and that comes into play with earning money to be able to give your current units that are on the stage, like either more ammo or upgrade their weapons like mid game, or just to be able to reload their guns or whatever they're using. Because as you can see, there are different types of enemies that are passing through. You got flyers, you got ground, really fast ground people, or rolling, rollers or whatever. And then you can see here, like, there are a lot of enemies in different types. The normal ones, your multi-legged, your flyers, again, your rollers. So you do want to have the best possible defense, so nobody can pass through. And that's how you're able to get a gold star if no enemies passes through, or you don't get damage, or you take out the enemies in a very fast fashion. So I feel like you want to get a mixture of your flamethrowers, your shotgun. Oh, you're going to be using all of your units, but right now, at least in the beginning stages, a good combination of soldiers to use is a shotgun. Of course, the shotgun is the beginning one. Your rifleman and your flamethrower. Any sort of combination that works for you, that is able to take out the enemies and as fast as possible, as most effective as possible, is a good bet. Dude, that's a lot of enemies right there. Something I didn't realize that what you can do, at least when I was playing it, was instead of having to reload your soldiers like frequently, you can like upgrade their ammo capacity. And it doesn't cost that much as well. It probably costs like maybe half than the reload cost does. So you maybe want to consider that instead of just reloading your soldiers like frequently. So yeah, think about updating the cost, updating your soldiers' ammo capacity. So it looks like we're finishing up here. Oh, we're on the last wave. Oh no, we're finishing up here. Right there. Cool. There you go. Seeing how I'm doing a video on this, I'm skipping the idea of playing the ads, but that's something you do want to do once you're playing into the game. So that's pretty much Alien Shooters TD. It's a pretty unique and interesting tower defense game. I enjoy it. I like tower defense anyways. But guys, like the video. If you guys like what you see here, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace, guys.